The story of the old settlers is about family.
Okay.
It's about history. It's about tradition and connection. It's the notion that there's something bigger than just you. That family you can never get away from. And family is your life. It's your lifeblood. And to know that you are not just one of 10 on the planet. When you look around and you go around and you see the volume of people that are here, you're talking about 1,000, 1,500 people who are all family. That's something significant.
Okay.
So to me, it just means a connection to the past, but a link to the future. The fact that I've been now here 38 years, of my life, coming to this every single year and having the opportunity with my 3 daughters for them to experience not only this, but their cousins, their family, the history of who they are, man, is significant. It means your family name goes on. Absolutely fantastic when you go all the way back into the monikers looking post-slavery. It goes back that far. How many families can actually link their line back to that particular time, in a significant portion of our nation's history. This family can do that. So when you look at it coming together on an annual basis, it's a link back to what I think probably may have been the hope of those that came here, saying that they wanted something better for themselves. They want their family to grow and prosper. And this is the evidence of that.
You know what? I really don't know why when they came here, everyone embraced each other. I really don't know why, but it was a place that they felt safe. Also, back in 1988, we put together a book that's called The Old Settlers, A Nation Within Itself. And that's how we kind of felt we were in this area, because in a lot of Michigan areas, unless you were like in Detroit area, maybe in Kalamazoo area, Grand Rapids area, as you go further north, there weren't a lot of black settlers. And so I really don't know why they got along. It was just like everybody was accepted. We went to school here, and maybe once in a while there would be a little significance that you think would be prejudice, but not really. Not really.
And do you think this is kind of a unique area then, in that?
Oh, yes, I do.
Okay.
I do think it's a unique area because I know they've had some problems since in this area as other people moved in. But back when I was going to school and when my kids were going to school, there wasn't too many problems at all.
The connection is, you got the Sleets, the Haywoods, the Crosses, and several other races, white, black, all blend in together, and it's to show unity. It shows strength that people can come along and be together no matter what race you are, because our family is mixed with all kind of races.
Do you find this a unique place that all these communities and families are together?
Very unique, it's special. It means a lot, It's people that I see that I haven't seen in years, and then I meet their kids, and it's just very strange, but it's very unique too.
Okay. Family.
It's just a good time for all our family to come down here and remingle and remember the good old times and remember why we're here, for old settlers reunion. And it's just a lot of history, background history for us all. A lot of our family come over from Canada and the lower parts of the United States. We all mingled up here. We were the first blacks in Michigan to settle. And everybody just settled, and all the families mingled together, married, different. If you look at the stone here, you can tell by that. You can tell it's all the different mixing of the families, and now there's probably 30,000 of us that's out there. There's a lot of us. I mean, not quite 30,000, but quite a bit. So.
Okay. And do you think that's a unique story? Could you really find that?
Sure. For Michigan, it's probably the best history you're going to find in Michigan is little Mecosta, little town Mecosta. It's a lot of history for people that don't even really know. They could be linked to it, and they don't even know it, So,
we're here together, meet every year, reunite with people you haven't seen in a long time.
Okay.
Back with the old family. Everybody coming here making a life for themselves, making a history.
And this is a large family. It's many families mixed
many
together.
Families. You see our plaque. 11. I think it's 11 original families. It runs on back. My grandma and grandpa were one of the first ones here. She was a Cummings originally.
Okay.
Married to Haywood.
Okay.
Everybody's related through some way or another. You related in there somewhere. Everybody looks at each other as the same, you know. There's no black and white when our family comes together, you know. It's all one. It's all one.
All right. And is it unique that there were so many different families in the area that settled this particular area and all worked together?
Yes, they were. Many of them come from Ohio, some from Canada and Kentucky area, and they just settled in this area. And before Mecosta was Mecosta, before Remus was Remus, these people were here, and they had little communities of their own. And this was Little River area, and there was other pockets that they assembled in, and they just met out here every year.
Now, I've heard from a few other people describe it as a nation within itself.
That's the title I gave the book.
Okay. Well, then maybe you could help explain that a little bit.
Well, because it's the nation within itself is because the people of its own, you know, they were all sort of interconnected or either friends, and they were by, you know, they're just basically a nation within themselves, just like an Indian population. It was the old settler population, and they were unique to themselves. I just think, you know, people look forward to it. Some of them, even with this rainy weather, you see, they still come. They plan on having a good time. They may have to postpone it for a little while to lighten up, but, you know, they're here once a year, and this is their opportunity to see a lot of relatives.